Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Market Minute with Jake. I am your host, Jake Eldridge with Realty One Group Eminence. And in today's Market Minute, we are discussing the real estate activity for the Gardnerville, Minden, Genoa, and Topaz area of northern Nevada. If we take a look at that real estate activity, there is currently 50 homes actively for sale right now. Out of that 50, 25 of those indicated that they would be eligible for FHA financing. I like to make note of that because many buyers are not only taking advantage of the historically low interest rates right now, but in addition to that, using FHA financing so they can put as little as 3.5% down as the down payment towards the purchase of that new home. When it used to be that you had to come up with upwards of 20% sometimes as the down payment to purchase a home. So it isn't making home buying a lot easier for those that thought it might not ever be possible. When I dive right into the numbers, again, there was 50 total homes actively for sale. The high list price was at $12.5 million. The low list price was at $225,000. There were two homes in that $200,000 to $300,000 price range, three homes in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range, six homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 price range, six homes in the $500,000 to $600,000 price range, six homes in the $600,000 to $700,000 price range, four homes in the $700,000 to $800,000 price range, five homes in the $800,000 to $900,000 price range, six homes in the $900,000 to $1 million price range, five homes in the $1 to $2 million price range, three homes in the $3 to $4 million price range, and one home in that 10 plus million price range at that high of 12.5 million. So when we break those numbers down, it indicates that the median list price for a home in the Gardnerville, Minden, Topaz, and Genoa area right now sits at about $794,000, with the average list price being $1.25 million. If we look at the days on market activity for the region, it is very similar to everywhere else, with it only being at 16 days on market for the median. Homes are coming on market and going off as quickly as they come on. The average days on market is a bit higher at only 52 days. Now, as you know, I do actually like to break this down even further since inventory is really low right now. I'm sure many of you are facing challenges when writing offers on properties due to the amount of competition that is taking place. So I think it's really important you pay attention to two things. The first, make sure you're looking at anything that is in that new status, as that's going to be, the brand new homes that are coming on the market. Try to get in there quickly. If you like the house, try to have your agent write an offer right away so that you hopefully have a little bit less competition. They can also put an expiration of maybe the next day or even later that day, depending on the instructions from the listing agent. Now, the next thing to pay attention to is anything that's in a back on market status. What that means is that the homeowners actually had already accepted an offer to purchase their property. However, for whatever reason, they had to place it back on market. It could be because a buyer's financing fell through. It could be for one of the contingencies in a contract, such as home inspections or appraisal. There's many different factors that come into play. But obviously, with it going back on market, the sellers are now very motivated to get it back into contract again, move forward with the close of escrow, and walk away with the proceeds that they get from the sale of their home. So make sure to pay attention to the back on market status as well. When I ran the numbers for this region, 8 out of the 50 homes that were actively for sale were in that new or back on market status. Half of those at 4 did indicate that they would be eligible for FHA financing. The high list price for those in the new or back on market status was at $2.8 million, and the low at $380,000. There was one home in the 300 to 400,000 range, one home in the 400 to 500,000 price range, two homes in the 500 to 600,000 price range, two homes in the 600 to 700,000 price range, and one home in the 2 to 3 million price range, along with one home in the 1 to 2 million price range. When we break those numbers down, it indicates the median list price for a home in the new or back on market status is at about $580,000, and the average at about $935,000. So that is it for today's Market Minute with Jake. As always, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to click that like button. If you have any family or friends who might actively be searching for a home to purchase right now, or who may need help with the sale of their existing home, I'd love to have a conversation with them, so please feel free to tag them in this video as well. You can reach me with any questions you might have regarding real estate a few different ways. First and foremost, you can call me on my cell phone at 775-378-4976. You can email me at jakeeldridge32@gmail.com. Or if you are watching on Facebook, simply click that send message button, and you can use Facebook's messenger service to send an instant message with your questions, and I'm always happy to answer that way as well. So thank you again for watching, and have a great night.